because it was just so different back then. Even if you're really not into like the series, I mean, or even if like gaining inspiration from watching me play, I definitely recommend watching Father of Light. It's a very sweet telling story. Oh, thanks, Narcissist. And thank you for joining in. I was really looking forward to seeing you on the stream. So, kind of. I wouldn't say, like, heartbreaking sad, but there's a reason why the father quit, and it's a bit heartbreaking with why he did. I won't spoil anything, but it's definitely one that, like, you want a wholesome story with a father reconnecting with his son over video games, I definitely recommend watching it. Hell, maybe when you guys come over, maybe I can tease watching the first episode, and I'll have to let the wife know that. Oh, come on! No, Delpha Day, stop! Goodness. Ugh. Delpha Day, the shit disturber. By the way, this is the perfect time to mention that I do mark it on YouTube that my videos are not for children because I do tend to swear sometimes like a sailor, so... Oh, man. I forgot how long Square Enix credits can be. Don't think I could skip it, but I don't know if there's anything at the end, so I'll just wait. I've heard that Final Fantasy II can be a bit different compared to how the first game was. Apparently, it's a stat leveling. It's... Let's see here, even for a game from A7, there is a lot of credits. Yeah, there is. It doesn't help that it's also pixel remaster, so I'm sure that anyone who reworked on the game would be like, okay, just throw my name in here a little bit, because I'd seen some like new names for like the music that I didn't think were probably in the original, because I saw like guitar work, and I think most of it was all 8-bit back then. Special thanks. Haha, Naoki Yoshida. So, Naoki Yoshida is the producer for Final Fantasies 14 and 16. I'm glad I saw his name up for special thanks. I think we're getting to the end. Two Square Enix games I've ever played are Einhander and Project Selfie. I don't think I've heard of Einhander, and I've played a lot of PlayStation 1 back in the day. Sylphid, I think I've heard of, though. I don't think I've ever played it, though. So the funny thing is, this backdrop that I've seen with, like, the crystals flying forth, I've seen it, too, before with... Let's see here. Did you have a favorite game? Or of the game? I would definitely say it was the original classes for, like, my favorite part, because I've always been a fan of the classes that Final Fantasy brings. Fun fact, the same composer secured both games. Oh! I'll have to keep an eye out for his name then. As your save complete data. Data progress up to the final boss. Oh, okay, that's nice, so I could just reload in. There we go. It has a golden star on it too. That's nice. Save complete. Return to the title. Prophecy Foretold Achievement. So, before we go on to Final Fantasy II, I have 3 more achievements that I need to get in this game, but I'm not going to do that on stream. They're going to be very grind-oriented, so I'll probably do just a random recording one day when I'm trying to go through just finish achievement hunting. So, Final Fantasy I is finished, and let's get started on Final Fantasy II. By the way, this is my character for Final Fantasy XIV, Philo Nel Zenith. So if anyone plays Final Fantasy, well, Final Fantasy XIV, that's me. So let's see here. Here we go again. The music's slightly, like, it sounds like a little bit lower key than the first one was. Let's see here. New game. Oh, we could name our characters, okay. So, because of course my channel is named Mithril, I'll continue to make the main warrior Mithril. Yes. Let's see here. I'm not so sure... Oops. Escape. So we got 4 characters. You have the dancer. I'm not so sure who the other 2 guys are. Let's see here. We got Mithril, Maria. I feel like Leon's the Dark Knight. I think I saw pictures of. So I'm going to actually name him after my character on 14. And now Guy, I'm not so sure who he is, so let's see here. Okay, so we're gonna see the birth of Joe. Actually, I know too many... Okay, I'm gonna think of Joe as one Joe in particular. I work with a good Joe. I know too many Joes, and not all the Joes I know are good, so... Joe gets to be with all the purple cape. And let's see here. Okay. Gotta keep my white mage in there somehow. Except for it seems like she's gonna be a dancer, it looks like. Alright, so we got Mithril, Celestia, Velo, and Joe. What an interesting name for a group of people. Alright. Oh, look at the rose! A long-lived peace. Is at an end. Man, this music got tense. Who are these guys? Goodness. Man, things just took a turn. The Emperor of Palamecia, let's see here, and has begun his campaign for world conquest. A rebel army arose in the kingdom. The rebels' castle fell to an all-out assault. Without a little choice, the rebels withdrew to a remote of Altair. Altair? That looks like Cornelia! 4 youths from Fynn. They had lost their parents at the hands of the Empire. Oh, but their escape wasn't over. So this is where the Empire storyline starts in the Final Fantasy series. Oh, here we go. I remember listening to this music. I haven't heard this in a while. Man, we're all gonna miss! Are we all gonna die? What's going on? Yes, there are different versions of them throughout Final Fantasy. Hilda? Minwu. He will... I sense a strong life force within him. He should regain consciousness soon. We found them like this on the escape from Fynn, fallen from terrible wounds. By the time we brought them here, I feared it was already too late. His life is not in danger. This sigil will strengthen his life force. We should let him rest now. Of course. We'd best be off to the meeting. I imagine they're already awaiting for us. If the Empire is allowed to complete the Dreadnought, oh god, they're building in Basque, their attack will begin in earnest. We cannot sit idly by and watch. We must act. Yeah, one-shot is a very big understatement. Where am I? I can talk! Velo! Cilicia! Joe! Where are you? Oh, there, my friends. Mithra, you're alive. I thought you'd... I'm fine, Cilicia. You seem alright too, Joe. But wait, where's Velo? Princess of Fiends save us, but Velo, not here. I see. Don't worry. I'm sure he's okay. The Dreadnought is a very giant machine, if I remember correctly. So you regained your strength. Very good. Your life force is strong indeed. It was you who saved us, wasn't it? Thank you. Forgive me, Your Highness, but there is something I must ask of you. Please, let us join the rebel army. I could never allow such a thing. You know nothing of battle. You would only be throwing your lives away. You should return to your homes. But we have no homes, not anymore. The Imperials attacked and our parents. I'm truly sorry, but this changes nothing. I cannot permit you to join our army. If you've nowhere else to go, you're welcome to stay here at Altair. If you know our password, you should be able to live here well enough. The password is Wild Rose. Remember it. I just learned something. The Wild Rose is the insignia of the Kingdom of Fynn. It represents our hope for our flourishing future of strength and beauty. But what will become of Fynn now? I've heard that the Empire's captives suffer there in confinement even as we speak. Cilicia, your brother Velo is missing, is he not? It is possible that he's being held in Fynn as well. But Fynn is far too dangerous to travel to now. The Emperor's beasts still stalk the streets. Gaining entrance to the city will not be easy. The man at my right is Minwu, the white wizard who tends your wounds. Speak with him before you leave. He may be of some assistance. Let's see here. Switch party. Seems like it's very much the same controls. So, the big difference you can see is now we have profile art for the characters now. You can actually see what the characters look like. It seems like the dancer Cilicia is missing her brother Velo. It's always those subtle differences that you see in the game that make it that much better. I see your destiny clearly. The future it holds seems closely intertwined with my own. It will begin by journeying to Fynn. That is the first step towards realizing your fate. You've wasted no time using the password. Heed well the information it will bring you. I can learn much of value by listening. I offer you one more bit of advice before you depart for Fynn. Those who have fallen in battle can be revived at a sanctuary. Should one of you fall before you reach Fynn, go without hesitation to the nearest sanctuary. Alright, seems like it's the same dialogue. Heading to Fynn, are we? It's not my place to tell you what to do, but I'd reconsider if I were you. It's a dangerous place to be. You see, the city is crawling with the Empire's monsters. To the north lies a small village called Grateria. Judging by the looks of you, you'd be lucky to make it that far. Before you go anywhere, I suggest you visit the room with the sigil that saved your life. There you will find people who can teach you a thing or two about adventuring. I think you're going to need all the advice you can spare. I want to make sure that my thing's still recording. Heaven forbid. Okay, good. Okay, there's a few rooms, it looks like. And there's one treasure chest here somewhere. Oh, because there's somebody in here. King of Fynn. King of Fynn. Blech. The arrow struck me in the back during the battle, leaving me in this state. Perhaps I really have grown old. My daughter Hilda now serves as regent. You should speak with her. So the king's not doing so well. Saw a book on there. I didn't think I could check it out. Let's go through here. So you look different from everybody else. Princess Hilda fled here when Fynn was sacked. She's doing a remarkable job of leading the rebel army while His Majesty recovers. You're in the rebel hideout of Altair. Kashuan is hiding out here in Altair. I don't know what happened, but something has made him lose faith in himself. Data potion. Alrighty. Let's see here. Nothing happens. Let's see here. Would you like to hear about monsters? There are many different types of monsters. Some monsters are vulnerable to certain types of attacks, for example, the undead. There are also monsters that absorb particular elemental attacks. Casting fire on a monster made of flame will heal it instead of doing damage. Oh, that's wonderful. Let's steal HP or MP such as Drain. So this is just like the basics, like from before. I didn't think... Let's see, what should I do about weapons? Actually, is there anything new about weapons? Swords, spears, axes, staves, knives, bows, and unarmed. Shield. Putting unarmed is probably wise to just skip shields altogether. Oh, skill levels. Skill levels can be divided into two broad categories, weapon skill levels and magic skill levels. But wait, there's more. Weapon skill levels are divided by weapon types, such as swords and axes. Similarly, magic skills levels are divided by spells. Spells like Cure and Fire each have their own skill level. Attacking with a given type of weapon improves the corresponding weapon skill. So this is what I was saying before starting Final Fantasy 1 today, is that there's a level up system based on what you use. Let's see here. As your skills level rise, your attack and accuracy with those types of weapons will improve likewise. It is the same thing with magic. These goes to magic, black and white. Let's see here. It's nothing really too grandiose, but I was curious on what they were going to mention with, let's see here, the level up system with the weapons and the magic spells. Let's see here. It's funny that the map kind of does bear some kind of resemblance to the Final Fantasy 1 map a little bit. Not by too much, but it's just like similar yet not. And it seems like we have like a cold region up north. This is the town of Altair. The Imperial forces haven't been deployed this far out yet. I suppose it's only a matter of time, though. The song I heard on it. I'm Paul, greatest thief in all the world. They've yet to invent the loot I can't burgle or steal. Coffers, I've kept my purse fat with gil lately. They're still from the rebels, you can be sure of that. My home was in Fynn too. My name is Gordon. I was once a prince of Kashwin. Now I'm nothing but a coward. Yet, when my brother Scott fell in battle, I abandoned my kingdom and fled here. So you've asked to take up arms in the struggle? I'm so afraid Hilda will turn me away that I haven't asked her. I've been stalling here. I'm just a spineless coward. Go ahead and laugh. I deserve it. Poor guy. No, apparently not all Final Fantasies are connected. And in 14, they basically make it that the Final Fantasy are reflections of a source. So essentially, like, each Final Fantasy is like a reflection of one whole world. So in total, from what I've seen so far, there were a total of 13 reflections, but that's not counting any games that were made past Final Fantasy 14. So, in a way, they're connected, but they're not. They're different as, like, think multiverse theory, basically. That's what Final Fantasy is. It's multiverse theory. Let's see here. A cross. Removes curses, cures amnesia. Let's see your potion, high potion. I think I'll probably go over to where the equipment is. Yeah, funnily enough, Final Fantasy did the multiverse before DC or Marvel. Or maybe that's not entirely true, but whoops. I did not mean to leave. But I just try to get some equipment. Let's see here. Buckler, leather clap clothes, and leather gloves. Let's see here. 3, 2, 3. $1967, I'll have you know. Let's see here. We have a buckler for him already. Give him some other gloves. So she's using a bow. I'm wondering if that'll probably be better for her in the long run for right now. Ah, okay, that makes sense. Okay, everyone gets leather armor. Yeah, no, yeah, you could always pick up just a random Final Fantasy and just be like, oh, okay, this is something different. The only ever time that I saw that the Final Fantasies connected themselves are like with Final Fantasy VII having Dirge of Cerberus, Crisis Core, Ever Crisis, Advent Children, and then you have Final Fantasy X and X-2, Final Fantasies 13 through 13-3, and then I'm trying to think if there was any other sequels to that, and I think 15 got some interesting extension to its story, but it wasn't exact like video game after. Tabula, the fellow over there in the weapon shop, is one of the finest blacksmiths. I think something's been bothering him lately. What could you want with me? I'm just an old man. Geezer act is just a cover. My name is Tabul, and I'm the best darn blacksmith in the rebel army. Let's see here. Magic interference. I should actually be looking at these stats a bit better. Let's see here. Attack 4, 6. I think I might actually give the dancer a polearm, actually. That might be better for her. Oops. There we go. So let's see here. We got some armor. We got a weapon. I guess we can try to travel out now and see what we're gonna get ourselves into. But yeah, it does seem like there's more land in this game compared to how there was in the first one. What do we got? Goblins! As you can tell, there is weapon experience there, it looks like. Let's see here. Can't go up there. Hornets. So go up a little bit. Yeah, so, from what I can tell, I think it's okay to play the new one if you wanted to, from what I've heard from other 7 fans who've played it. That's just what I keep hearing, but I know what I'm gonna do is the only, I know I'm gonna pick up the Final Fantasy VIII Remaster, because it's just updated graphics, not a whole remake like 7 got. But I am going to play the original 7 before I play the remake. Mostly because the original's already completely out, and I think we're still waiting for 7 Remake to be completed, right? Or is it finally finished? Because I haven't been paying attention to how 7's releases have been. Let's see, I think... Is she still poisoned? Everyone gets an attack. So I see a little bridge there. I'm gonna do a round of defense because I think what's going on is like I think HP also levels up a bit differently too.